All right, we have another garlic experiment for today's video, but it's not one of my experiments. It's one of the Mind and Soul community members. Josiah, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Good, good, good. So for background context on this, Josiah and I actually went to middle school and high school together since like grade 5, grade 6, something like that.
Yep.
Probably could not have been more different at that point in time. But over the last, probably 3 or 4 years, I've really started to connect over gardening, cooking, farming. So maybe just give the community a bit of a kind of background context on your last 10 years and then really like your last 2 or 3 years as you moved out here to the farm.
Yeah, for sure. I was a chef for 16 years. I had a restaurant in White Rock and ended up selling that about a year and a half ago now. Around that time, my parents and my wife and I, we bought this property together. We sold our houses in the city and we decided we're gonna do this. So we've got 5 acres here. It's a little hobby farm. It's like nothing, I'm a YouTube learner. like literally here we are. But just like kind of figuring it out as I go and trying to grow food for the family, some for the community as well. And
Totally.
Yeah.
And of course in front of us, we've got some garlic growing and a little bit of experiment on the go. So shed a little light on what we've got going on here.
So 3 different environments. The base soil in all of this is our native soil. We had a big pit that we had to dig for drainage. So there's a lot of clay and rock in there. The first section over there is literally just that soil. The middle section is again 100% that soil, but we also do meat chickens here. So we raise some chickens for meat for the family.
Yep.
And I had a big pile of straw mixed with their poop.
Yep.
And figured, hey, let's see, can we just do it based off of what we have here available to us? So this is native soil, just topped with the straw that has the poop in it. And maybe I probably mix it a little bit as we went.
With like a pitchfork mix.
Yeah, just lightly, not even all the way to the bottom, but just to get it in there a little bit. And then this section here is basically it's Mind and Soil kit. So it's half of it is the native soil that I've talked about, half of it's compost, all more thoroughly mixed through.
Sure.
And then as we've gone through, we've added the superfood, the worm castings, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Love it. And one thing I do believe that I recall is that you use the same garlic cloves across the entirety of the bed. Is that right?
Yeah, so all the garlic cloves is the seed garlic in the Mind and Soil kit.
Awesome. Amazing. Cool. So then they went to sleep in the fall of last year, dormant through the winter time. Did you do anything as we got into the springtime, and how did they look in the early springtime?
Yeah, so springtime added like the superfood to here, took off the leaf mulch that was here and added and replaced it with straw. I'm not gonna lie, I was late on adding my irrigation as well.
Okay. Well, we've got irrigation right in the bed?
Yeah, so there's drip irrigation that runs down each row of garlic.
Love it.
And then, yeah, literally have not done anything to these two and just followed like the instructions for this one.
Honestly, that's like one of my favorite parts about garlic is like you throw it into the beds 9 months ago. There's maybe like 1 or 2, kind of like half evenings of work to do.
Yeah.
And then you get to harvest a whole bunch of amazing garlic. Well, with that being said, let's dive in. Let's start harvesting some garlic. Let's get started with environment number 1 on the far side there.
Let's do it.
Environment number 1.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like they're super inconsistent in here, it seems. There's like really skinny ones versus thick ones, and then like some just missing. So.
Yeah. They do, like the stems do look a little bit smaller than the other 2 environments.
Yeah.
We'll see here.
Oh, this clay, hey?
There we go.
Tiny little guy.
Clay mixed with compost, though, is a nice combination. So I'm really curious to see how those other ones turn out.
Tiny guy again. So small.
Tiny guys,
all right. Oh my goodness. They're also like just like the weirdly shaped garlic too, where it's like kind of elongated and not like round, nicely round. Oh, we're getting bigger. It's almost like the closer we get to the chicken, the bigger they're getting.
All right, I got to do one just for just for fun.
Get in there.
Here we go. I'm going for this one. I think this is going to be the biggest one here.
That one's looking good.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, that ain't too bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, man, it's crazy that clay.
Yeah, it's just caked on there. Eh?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I was convinced that nothing was going to grow in this at all when I looked at that soil in the beginning, so I'm happy with this.
Yeah, clay is one that I'm like, it on its own is really difficult as a growing medium.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will do that. They'll plant into like just directly into their native soil. But I'm so interested to see like once you start working some things into it, how much this changes.
What difference it makes, right?
I think there's going to be some really good ones in, especially the third environment, and I think there's going to be some really good ones in the second environment here
I think
as well.
so.
Let's see.
Hey, there we go. Look at that guy.
There we go.
That's a big one. We get a honker.
We got a honker. First honker of the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
Chicken side.
environment number 2. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh,
Oh, we're getting big ones.
that had some crunch to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it's still like so clay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a small one. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that guy. That's awesome.
Golly. Oh, so here,
Whoops.
check this out.
Okay.
So the stem, obviously fully detached from the clove.
Yeah.
Grab the hori hori.
Okay.
So this will happen if you leave the garlic in the ground long enough, the stem just dies off.
Interesting. Okay.
And then detaches. But I would rather that than harvesting when it's like really green, because
Right.
so much of that development happens in the
It's
last
still
month.
going, right?
Yeah, so I don't see that as a bad thing at all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Third time's a charm. Oh! I think I owe you a hori hori knife.
Yeah, find that blade. Jeez.
So that can mean two things. You either have a serious honker on the line, or the clay is just
It's
like
just too
a
strong,
rock
right?
and really, really like binding them.
I think I gotta like mount this on the wall or something like that. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that's a big one.
That's pretty good size. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Your sunglasses flew off.
They flew off as well. Let's put those back on.
Too good.
Okay.
This one will
this is
be
gonna be a
pretty
good
good
one.
as well, I think.
Look at that. That's nuts. All right.
All right, so I would say definitely a size up here, especially as we got into like these ones in this area
Absolutely,
here compared to environment number 1.
Totally. Yeah. Huge
All right.
upgrade and more consistent all across the board, right?
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Time for the finale, environment number 3. Here we
Exciting.
go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay. Oh man, it's just like so much looser too.
Yeah, easy to pull out.
Though. Yeah. And you can see the difference. Like the soil just.
The soil's like falling
It's not
off a little
sticking to
bit
my
easier.
fingers.
Yeah.
This one feels big. No,
Not bad.
not bad.
Yeah, yeah. Got a good sized one there. Whoa.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa.
Here we
Holy
go.
cow.
So look at the root system on that
That's-
thing too.
oh,
Eh?
thanks, Adam's gonna grab.
It almost feels a little sad.
I know, hey?
It's like the end of an era.
I know. It's like 9 months of like waiting for this day.
The end of the 2025 vintage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go smallest, I
I
think.
think so. Little guy there.
Still decent.
Amazing.
We'll do this guy.
That's nice.
Okay. Should we pull this one together?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Hey, there we
Hey.
go. That's a nice way to end.
Beauty. Love it.
Cool.
Love it. All right, well, last thing that we need to do is, of course, get them onto the scale, see what the final harvest weight is for each of the 3 environments. So for that, let's fast forward a few weeks. All right, so it is now a few weeks later, and it is time for the final weigh-in here. Josiah, give me the rundown on last couple of weeks since we harvested the garlic. What have you been up to with it?
Yeah, so I put them on racks. They've been drying in my barn with like a bit of a breeze going through the crossway there. They finished curing. I cleaned them up this morning and here we are.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
perfect. So let's get started with environment number 1. You're gonna do the weighing, I'm gonna do the writing here. And do you remember how many heads it was that you harvested from environment 1?
36 heads.
36.
Environment one.
Nice.
And we're coming in at 2,134 grams.
All right, so I'm gonna grab the average weight per head here. So that comes out to 59 grams per head. So super, super strong there. And now let's go on to environment number 2. How many do we have here?
2 was 28 heads.
28, okay, so actually less than environment 1.
Yeah, this is the one with the chicken.
This is the one with the chicken poop.
Yeah.
That's super interesting because I would have thought that this one that was just like the pure clay or like the pure native soil, but very heavy in clay content, would have been like too tough for it to grow in. And also clay retains so much moisture that I would have thought we actually would have lost a few more from there than environment 2.
Totally.
Interesting though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 28 with a total weight of
1,791.
1,791. I feel like when we were harvesting them, it felt like they were larger in size than environment 1. So let's see what the average weight per head is.
Yeah, I feel like we had like outliers. Really big ones, but then also tiny ones.
That's right, divided by 28. So 63 grams per head. So a little bit bigger than environment number 1 there. All right, let's now move on to a final environment number 3 here.
So this one was 41 heads. We got
41, okay. So the highest, total number of heads there.
3,008 grams.
3,008 grams. So almost like, just off the quick math, like 30% bigger than even environment number 1 and almost double environment number 2 at 1,791. So 3,008 divided by 41 comes out to an average of 73 grams per head.
There you go.
What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think the math just speaks for itself, really. But yeah, I mean, like just like so consistent. Even I was like, my dad was helping me clean them this morning, and he was saying without having any context of like, there's just like these are more similar, right? They're just like consistent. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this one weirds me out.
Yeah. In what sense?
In just that like we did something to it, but it still came out less amount, but still like a bigger average weight. But
yeah, a little bit bigger average weight, but the 3,008 down to the 1,791. It's interesting. Like I almost wonder if the chicken poop was too hot for it, and if that caused some damage.
Yeah.
One thing that I have heard about, don't know definitively whether or not it is the case, but like nitrogen, obviously super good when the plants are growing and putting on foliage, but not as good in say like the winter time when they're going into dormancy. We're not looking for them to put on any foliage. We just want them putting on root development beneath the surface. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Which is when we put that in. Right?
Exactly,
so,
exactly. Yeah. Super, super interesting. Well, yeah, another really interesting experiment here. I think the big takeaway for me on this one is incorporating compost into your native soil. One of the absolute best things that you can do. That compost really just like kind of makes it a lighter and easier to grow environment. So it's probably one of the best, very like easy things that you can do to improve your soil and ultimately get even better harvest and yields out of it. Josiah, thank you for carrying all of this out in your yard. Super, super fun to do so. You got a whole ton of garlic to be enjoying through the season here. If you want to get your hands on the exact same seed garlic that Josiah utilized to grow these heads, you can do so down at the link in the description of this video. And if you want to get your hands on the whole garlic kit that comes with the worm castings, the organic fertilizer, really everything you need to grow an incredible harvest of garlic, you can grab that at the link in the description as well. That's all for today's video. There are tons of experiment videos coming up, so subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next video. See you then.